At first I told my mom, "Hey mom, are you gonna like hang out today?" And she was like, "Yeah, why?" And I was like, "No, nothing." She was like, "What, you wanna like go and hang out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do actually, why?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought that you wanted to hang out with me." And I'm like, "I wasn't even thinking that you wanted to hang out with me." And she was like, "What would you ever thought about it?" And I'm like, so I was like, "No, I'm good." I left, and she was like, "Okay, so we're gonna go together." And I was like, "Okay." 나 오늘 왜 이렇게 이뻐? 아니 생각보다 무대 화장을 할 때 뭔가 잘 안 나왔어. Okay, makeup's not makeup today, but it is. It's good. Okay, it's good. It's like better than I expected it to be. Okay, and plus my skin almost fully got healed. Looks good without any like yodering or something. I think they would call it like yodering or something. I should have bring something with me. What should I do, bitch? I don't really like the lighting here. I kind of look bold. I can't just hold my hand like here above my head the entire time. That's gonna be like dumb, okay? 아니 근데 나 요즘에 일본어 공부를 시작했어요. 근데 생각보다 정확하게 모르겠지만 어차피 제 생각에는 일본어 한국어보다 더 쉬워요. It feels like I can learn any language but Korean. Like no, 뭐랄까? 아니요 그 어느 정도 한국어 가능했는데 내 생각에는 아직 뭔가 유전하게 말할 수 없. That second language at the same time it doesn't feel like the language that I'm like specifically was trying to learn something. It's not. Literally it just feels like came natural to me. It feels like that's well I don't know like one of my parents are talking in that language so that's what I consume that language in that way. I'm able to talk in that. It's not like that but it feels like 근데 한국어 아직 이런 정도 아니에요. Like if I'm actually gonna compare it like way how I would learn Korean and English, that's absolutely different. For example, for me, it's still kind of hard to read in English. Like seriously, when it comes to reading, I'm like, yeah, well, this is the time when I'm gonna like give up. But when it comes to Korean, I'm like, that's not a problem. Or when I was learning English, it was never a problem to me to talk, listen, and understand everything. But with Korean, it's kind of different. Kind of, let's say, oh my gosh. 엄청 혼란스러운 같은 느낌이에요. 어떡하지? This is a coconut caffe smoothie, and this is my favorite drink actually. I do love coconut a lot, and in anything, dessert, coffee, some chocolate bars. I don't know everything. Again, I'm forgetting that I have to look at the camera, not myself. Neuropsychological dysfunction. Listen, I know these words. I do know their meanings, but they so rare. I'm not using them at all. Like when I'm watching something like psychologically or like documentary, I'm gonna go to my mom because I'm gonna feel comfortable, more comfortable. I'm gonna live it like here. I'm gonna live it late. Fuck, remember who drama possesses not a good phrase. Do not remember it. I decided to turn those constant, non-stop thoughts that I have in my head into something useful. Despite that it kind of drives me crazy. I think that I kind of experienced this thing with like persisting intrusive thoughts, which is likely cognitive neuropsychological dysfunction, okay? I wouldn't say that it's like super harsh or something. I'm not saying that, okay? I literally asked ChatGPT what kind of a thing it could be. I was thinking about that thing specifically, but I wouldn't like I wasn't sure about it. But at the same time, 잘 나왔다. But despite the way how I talk, despite the way how I'm acting in front of the camera, in real life, like I'm very like chill at this point. Do not try to joke around this thing. You have no idea how much I want to punch someone in their face. There's like tons of people. You might say it's not good. It's not good to say anything like that. But like, despite jokes that I have, like any other things, the only time when you're actually gonna see me as let's say extroverted person is gonna be when I'm gonna be surrounded by people with the same type of personality. Anytime when I'm faking it, and I do faking this thing very often. Despite that, I don't like to laugh. I don't know, this sounds very dumb. I'm not trying to be like Bella from Twilight. I'm gonna do that if gonna be with the persons I'm comfortable with, since I don't really want to like stand out that much. I have to match it. After a long day, if you faking anything, any sort of emotions, any sort of behavior, you will feel frustrated after time. I'm the person who's always trying to like reapply like makeup and everything. I'm kind of crazy when it comes to this thing. Oh my gosh. I always have to make sure that everything's perfect. That's so dumbass. If I would get paid for this ad, I would have definitely do that. I would have definitely done this. My favorite lip tint ever. Not talking about this one specifically. I'm talking about like this brand specifically. The formula itself, plus the way how it looks on your lips. This one, okay, I have to show that. This is Lily by Red. Lily by Red. By the way, this one specifically, it's one of their like new lip tints. Cause like I don't know, they've been out for like 2 months or something. I don't really remember. It also was coming with a small gift. It's kind of similar to perhaps you know the ramen melting lip balm. It's kind of similar formula and texture itself as well. And I have around like let's say like 15 to 17 lip tints. If you're gonna ask me, don't you think it's too much? No, it's not. And also, this is my favorite red lip tint ever. So this one is from Dinto, not from Daiso, okay? 그때는 얼리비안에서 세일 같은 거 있었어요. 15,000원 정도? This is literally my favorite. I mean, I've said this a lot before. Like, look at that. It stays on your lips, and the texture and the smell, it smells literally so fucking good. It smells amazing, I gotta tell you. Okay, I have to. I, I'm not gonna get paid for that. And since I'm not gonna get paid for it, why do I keep doing that? That's just so dumb. I'm so dumb at this point. So, let's talk about something. By the way, I was actually thinking, what if I'm gonna get like plastic surgery? I don't want to like shave my bones. You know the V-shape surgery. It's not even sounds good, but I do think that I'm gonna. Well, let's say get some procedures, perhaps injections at this part of my face, so it's gonna look smaller and more presentable. I guess. I'm the type of the person who literally talk to himself all the time, all the fucking time. Sometimes topics are actually funny, so I thought perhaps some people might find like, there, let me show you that. I mean, there's nothing interesting. The city where I live in, some crime scene incidents are quite often. It's not a rare thing at all, so I'm not longer like paying any attention. I do pay attention a lot because it's funny. I started to feel better after I realized that not everything in my life is gonna be depends on me. Despite how much people would love to talk about that, it's just a reflection of yourself. Everything in your life is under your control. So if you want to get your ex back, you just have to think that he wants you back. Listen, it's not working like that. The whole world is surrounded by me. And everything in this life, it's kind of like, how do I say that? Everything in this life, it depends on me and everything like that. It's not truth. It's not the case. I mean, like, you can control a lot of things. It's absolutely the truth. Always gonna be some things. They're not even supposed to be under your control. I think so. When I was this type of mindset, like I can change anything with my mindset, with my inner thoughts, with my inner. Now you can not do that. Doesn't matter how much you want it. Doesn't matter how much you're gonna be desperate. I don't like this word with like desperate and everything like that, but still, seriously, I personally truly believe that when you in this kind of like desperate position, when you think, oh, I have to control every single thing in my life, I will have control over other people's. You will not. All of them are different souls, all of them are different people, and you will not be able to take advantage of them. Doesn't matter how much you want it. The fuck am I talking about, okay? The thing that I want to say is that when you letting go of this mindset, like, okay, I have to control everything, it just comes naturally. Seriously. Actually, about the mental thing that I've said before, I kind of like asked ChatGPT about this thing, and he said it's not much about like necessity or like clinical disorder. That's like too harsh at this point. It's not. It's more likely a mix of a high level reflection or anxiety or like emotional overload. It's not like disease. Disease. I don't think that you can use word disease to mental issues. I don't think that you can do that. Just a little bit of English time right now. Well, let's say that my cognition kind of appears differently, but sometimes it feels like one day I'm gonna get enough of it and just like my mom. She said this thing once, like, you kind of like high temperature person who can't really control yourself. The only reason why you actually control yourself, well, let's say you're smart enough not to like risk or anything like that. I can't hold myself back really, really good. If I would not be able to hold myself back from a lot of impulsive thought that I have in my head. Oh, I forgot that I did now. 나 인사 안 해서 어떡하지? 인사해야지. After this thing, this whole monologue, it's really, really hard to not overshare. But at the same time, a lot of people, oh my gosh, oversharing is so bad. Yes, it's bad if there's some people who might take advantage of the things that you said. But at the same time, I would say that oversharing is not really bad. Not all the time. I mean, at some point, that might help. A lot of people oversharing. I'm so different from the way how I used to be when I was younger. I always hide everything. I would never even thought that I'm gonna change that much. But the thing that still stays the same is that despite that emotionally I kind of grow, as much as I'm growing in an emotional way, I'm starting to kind of like losing empathy towards people. And it's not like I'm turning into violence or something. It used to be things that I would judge other people so fucking badly that I would never thought I'm gonna do the same, but I did so many times. I just realized how adult can actually be, how many bad things I could actually do. I'm calling those things bad, not because I think that those things are bad, but because like younger version of myself used to think, oh my gosh, this is so bad. Like we're people, we do mistakes, we acting the way how we thought we would have never act, and it's not something that we're supposed to judge others for. Okay, I'm doing a lot of shit in my life, and you will never even thought I would do this thing, but shit happens, things happens. I mean. Last but not least, I've always used to have this mindset, and I don't think that I'm ever gonna change it. You should never try to change someone else's mindset by constantly telling them this thing is right, you have to follow this, you have to understand. Listen, to change someone's mind, it takes so much energy, and at the end, even if you will succeed at this thing, it's not worth it. The final goal that you wanted to have is gonna be just useless at this point. So I've always had this thought in my head that I will never try to change someone's mindset, someone's thought about me, or anything like that, because I truly believe that there's no fucking way that I'm gonna put that much energy into someone else. I'm not paid enough to care. Long story short, okay, I'm not paid enough to care. If a person wanna get me wrong, he's gonna get me wrong. If a person does not understand me, there's nothing I can do to force him to understand me. It's useless, and I'm not gonna do that. Last thing that I'm gonna say is that go into this community of a mental coaches, of people who's like debating about things like mental health. This is how you have to manifest, or any. Despite that, I love these topics. I do believe in some sort of things like that. Spells. Despite that, go further. I don't want to put my energy into always fighting with people. Because, for example, someone said something, and then other people are like, no, I want to debate this part. And then they go back and forth, trying to like prove something to others. Listen, it's not my thing. I'm just talking about the things that I have in my head, and that's it. 잘 들어주셔서 감사합니다. My mom looks like she's gonna kill me. Anyways, I've said enough. Yeah, there's nothing left that I want to say.